Hi, welcome back to my channel, Marisol's Blog 86. Now, if you haven't subscribe, give it a like, and share. So today I'm going to talk about a story when I was pregnant at 16. So I'm not going to get into too big details in it, but I'm going to do some short details in it. But you'll get to know my story. So I was dating my daughter's father at the time, so you know how that went down. I got pregnant, and I was at my parents' one day when my uncle and aunt came over and they were doing their chat time. You know how that is. So later that evening they said, hey Marisol, let's go to the groceries, come with us. So because my aunt liked to take me once in a while with her, so just to have company and stuff like that. So as we went to the groceries, I started craving this and that, mangoes and corn with mayonnaise and cheese, like Mexican style. And I started craving all kinds of things. And she just looked at me and she said, well, you sure are craving so much. And I said, I guess. And then we went aisle through aisle when she just told me, like, I can tell she was thinking about something. And she told me in personal, she said, are you sure you're not pregnant? I said, no, why would I be? And she said, well, they knew I was dating my daughter's father. And so that's what she was just telling me that. So I did keep that in mind because I didn't have a period for like a month, a little bit over a month. So yes, I was kind of worried about it. And so she said, you can always get them at the pharmacist. And so that's exactly what I did that later evening until we got home. I went to the pharmacist and go get some pregnancy tests. And so I hid that from my parents. So I went to the bathroom and I read the instructions and I peed on one of the pregnancy tests and I hid it behind the toilet paper by the sink where my mom would usually leave it in the bathroom. So I just figured it was safe there. And I went to my room in the meantime, go do some couple things. So when I come back, I look in there and I grab it and I looked at it and it came out positive. Like, it came out positive. I was in shock. I was like, oh no, what am I going to tell my parents? They're going to probably kill me. Like, oh my gosh, they might even kick me out, because it could happen. So I had a second pregnancy in that box, so I took it again and said, maybe it just failed. Maybe it was something else out of the blues, I took it and it came out positive. It literally came out positive. So I was all nervous and I was hid him in my room. I was just thinking, like, what am I going to tell him? What am I going to tell him, So my mom was in the room, so I went to go see what she was doing in the room. She was, like, ironing some clothes and putting stuff away. And then I was just looking at her, and she said, why are you looking? But not in a bad way. She just, like, why are you looking? Like, what's going on? Do you have something to tell me? And I said, as she was telling me that, she just went to the kitchen and go get some stuff that she had to get there. And I told her, yes, I have something to tell you. She goes, what is it? And I said, I'm pregnant. And she looked at me and she just was like, didn't know what to tell me. She looked down and she just shook her head. And I can tell that she was going through so much in her mind. She went to the room, and I think she went to the room because she kind of was very upset at me and kind of had watery eyes too. So I let it be and I let things to cool off for a second, to just relax. I went to my room and go did some other stuff. And then I heard my dad pull up in front of the house, and because he had to do some errands around. And so I went outside and I talked to him. And I told my dad, hey Dad, I have something to tell you. He goes, what is it? And he just was quiet, and I was quiet, and it's almost like he had a feeling that I wasn't, because he was really staring out of my eyes. It was making me nervous. I was like, when he was staring at my eyes, I was thinking like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I said, I am pregnant. And he goes, you're what? I'm pregnant. He started laughing, literally laughing. I was in shock. I didn't know what to believe. I just was like, why is he laughing? In my mind, why is he laughing? I thought he was thinking it was a joke. And then he started having like watery eyes. And he said, do you know that your life is going to change now that you're going to have a baby? You're just not going to be the same. You're not even 18 yet, but you're going to have to grow up to be an adult now. You will eventually be there, but now it's going to be even sooner. You're going to have to learn how to change a diaper, how to do everything, how to take care for this baby, feed it, all that. And it just made me realize, like, yes, it's more of a more responsibility. It's just not thinking about it, but just the way how he was telling me everything. Even my mom was telling me the same thing. So he said, we're going to make an appointment. So they did the next couple days, they did. And we went to the clinic. They did me a pregnancy test. It came out positive. And the doctor said, well, you could put adoption or keep it. So I kept it. And so they estimated the time, and I was already like a month and 2 weeks pregnant at the time when I found out I was pregnant. So I went to school pregnant. I did all the things that as a regular teenager would do. Did PE, did all the work at school. I went all my classes just like any other regular teenager. So I went pregnant like that. Finished my sophomore year like that. And I had her in the beginning of my junior year. In August I had her. So I was in home study for a little bit, so I wouldn't fall behind in school. I went to go get my homework and stuff like that. And I came back and I finished school and I graduated, and it wasn't easy. It was an easy task because I had to be a mom and a teenager, you know, and catch up all this homework and take care of a little one. So after I graduated, the father of my daughter, we weren't together anymore, so we took different paths, and so we've been good so far, and she's been fine, and it's been a long time since, you know, all that happened. So that is my story of my pregnancy being at 16. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Until next time, next video. Bye.